The other thing that helped me is I had an accountability partner. So we would talk. We would talk every Sunday. It was like every Sunday, like 7:30. And she would say, "Okay, Eric, so what are you gonna do by next week?" I mean, she's the nicest person you ever meet. And I would say, "Hey, I'm gonna write the outline for the book." Okay. And then the following week, "Eric, did you write your outline?" And I remember one time I'm like, "Oh, I didn't." And I felt terrible. And I said, "I'm never having this feeling again." But it shows you the power of mentorship and accountability and finding people that are on the similar path to you to help you to move forward.
It is funny that you say that, though, because I've done a similar thing. And although, like you say, nicest people that you could talk to, but at the same time, that feeling is, I don't want to say that I haven't done it. Really works, right?
Yeah, and to make it worse, she had done her part. So that just really made me feel bad. And the fact that she wasn't like jumping up and down, that was like, oh man. But no, I'm telling you, that's a key thing. Getting someone who can hold you accountable to what you're saying you're going to do, that can be big.
Did she use the line, "I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed"?
No, but that's good.
So what helped you write your book? Did you, just small steps, or did you do it all in, a very short period of time?
It took me a while. I mean, it was like a 6-year journey. But I think the biggest thing that helped me was getting out of the habit of writing and editing at the same time. Right? Because the progress was slow at first because I would write and then try to edit, and sometimes when you do that, that's where you fall into the whole writer's block thing. And it's really just you trying to do those two things. But when I started doing these exercises, like I would go to these conferences and they would have special sessions for writers. And during the sessions, they would just have you do free flowing writing exercise. They would tell you, "Look, you've got 5 minutes. I want you for this next 5 minutes, just write whatever's on your mind. It can be about your book or what have you. I don't care how crazy it sounds. Whatever comes to mind, just put it on paper." And I did that. And that's literally how I came up with the introduction for the book. And that's really what changed things for me. Once I just got to the point of having a time where I just write. And then later go back and edit.
So that would be my advice. What you were saying about perfection, right?
Exactly. That's another example of not allowing the perfect to become the enemy of progress.
So I have a audience of business owners. I think you've given a lot of valuable information so far. But if you were to say one thing to a typical business owner in terms of something to help them, what would you say?
Again, making that appointment with yourself, because as a business owner, you've got so many demands on your time, and you don't necessarily have someone like a boss, right? No one's gonna, if you don't do it a lot of time, unless you hire a coach, there's really not that consequence. So again, you run into, especially in business, you run into that thing where you say, "Yeah, I need to find this employee. This is key employee. I'm going to look for him this week." And then again, it's Friday at 5 o'clock and you've done nothing to look for that person. So I would definitely say getting in the habit of making appointments with yourself. But I would also say too, to find someone that can hold you accountable. I think mastermind groups work very well. And because I think when you're making your goal public, that puts additional pressure on you to get it done. So join the right mastermind group, accountability partners, hire a coach, all those things.